Hello everyone, and welcome to Urban Entity TV. I am your host, the Urban Entity, Cedric Taylor. And today I am joined with my man, what's your name, sir?
Cedric Ruben.
Cedric?
Ruben.
Ruben. All right, what do people call you? Ruben?
Saul.
Saul? Awesome. Sure. Very biblical name, Saul. Well, Saul, is there anything you want to tell the people out there? Anything? Friends, family, anything?
Nah, if I get lost, it was on him.
Okay. All right. Well, today we're gonna use our imagination. Yeah. Would you mind doing something like that?
Cool.
Perfect. All right. Could you hold your arm out just like you're throwing a mean punch? And all right. And as you do that, I want you to focus on the back of your hand. And as you focus on the back of your hand, what I want you to do here is to, whenever I say the word imagine, I want you to mimic that action. So if I say imagine walking a dog, you mimic walking a dog. If I say imagine holding a baby, you mimic holding a baby. But you won't have to do that. That's silly. However, I will want you to focus right here on that spot right there. And I want you to imagine that your fingers are slowly coming apart. Allow it to happen now. Allow it to happen now. That's it. You're doing fantastic, by the way. Likewise, I want you to imagine that your fingers are slowly coming together. Allowing your hands to close all the way. Tightly. That's it. You're doing fantastic. Now, and as you focus here, this time I want you to imagine that all these joints are locked tight, glued together, all right? So glued that whenever I ask you to open your hands, you will not.
Right.
Every time I ask you to open your hands, you will not. Nod your head if you understand that.
Yeah.
Go ahead and try. And you see how weird that feels? How the brain just overrides the body? That's crazy, isn't it? But what I want you to do is to imagine that this stiffness is going all the way up here to right here, to this joint, to where your arm cannot bend. In fact, the more I ask you to bend it, that is the more you will not. You see how weird that feels? Could you tell people how weird that is?
I don't know.
But when I snap my finger, you can't open your hands and you can't bend your arm. Allow both of those things to happen now. Yeah. That's perfect. That's perfect. Now, what we have here, do you consider yourself fairly strong?
Yeah.
All right, clearly. This is, what, a sheet of paper?
All right.
I want you to just grab it here, right? And I want you to grab it here. Grab that. Now, clearly you can rip this thing in shreds, but I want you to imagine that this thing is the strongest, most hardest material you've ever seen. So hard that whenever I ask you to rip it, you will try, but you will not do it. Every time I ask you to do it, you will try, but you will not do it. I'll tell you if you understand that. Go ahead and try. You see how weird that is? Isn't that like the weirdest feeling? But I want you to pause. And as you do that, I want you to imagine a word being written on this sheet of paper. A word that you chose. Do you have that word? And as you do that, I want you to imagine that that word is being written darker and darker, all the way over there. And when you have that word written in your mind and written on that paper, I want you to nod your head. All right, and just like that, you can now rip that paper, rip it directly in half. Okay, now rip it. You can rip it now.
Yeah.
Awesome. And could you tell everyone, and that's fairly easy to do, right?
Yeah.
Could you tell everyone what word that you saw on that paper?
Taxi.
Taxi? Could I ask you why you thought of the word taxi?
That was the word that I had chose earlier.
Okay.
The word that I chose earlier.
Okay, perfect. So it was no. Did I force you?
No.
It was a freely chosen word, right?
Freely word.
Perfect. Thank you very much. What'd you say your name was? Saul?
Yes, sir.
Because that is indeed.
What?
That's crazy, isn't it, man?
He got it right here.
Seriously, taxi. Thank you, Saul. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And like I say, you will see this and more on my website, urbanentitytv.com, or you can just literally go on YouTube and search Cedric Taylor, and you'll see all of my videos.
Taylor. I'll follow you. I'll follow you as soon as I just.
Thank you, my man.
Next time I get on YouTube.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. All right.